रहा हूँ दोनों ग्रुप में। हाँ, उसमें
हाँ सर।
ग्रुप में डाल रहा हूँ। और बाकी बाद में कर लेते हैं, है ना। फिर एक बार बीच में दरक जी डाल देंगे।
बाकी इनका ये सब बड़ा बचा ये बड़ा था।
यस, आई
श्वेता,
सॉ।
मैं आपको होस्ट बना रहा हूँ।
ठीक है सर। ठीक है अंकल जी।
बस नेहा ज्वाइन कर रही है अभी।
ठीक है।
नेहा इज ज्वाइनिंग।
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Neha. Good evening. Welcome, welcome to this program. Thank you so much for agreeing. And
It's a pleasure, sir. Sure.
Shweta is here.
I will just try to adjust my camera.
Yeah, yeah, please, please.
Just my earphones is
We
there.
will start the session because we have given the time of 8 o'clock. So we'll wait
Yes,
for
sir.
few minutes so you can adjust.
Sorry, sir.
Shweta ji, please, नेहा, अच्छा नेहा को आपने co-host बना दिया है। Yes, yes.
हाँ. सर वो शेयर कैसे करते हैं? आई हैव फॉरगॉटन. आई
शेयर
जस्ट
जो है,
हाँ.
आप नीचे जाएंगे ना, जो ग्रीन है बटन,
हाँ
ग्रीन,
सर.
वो उसको आप क्लिक करेंगे तो शेयर हो जाएगा डेस्कटॉप से। आप
अ,
देखेंगे आपके
हाँ सर.
यूजिंग लैपटॉप और आईपैड।
सर आई एम यूजिंग माय फोन राइट नाउ. आई कुड स्विच टू
फोन,
आईपैड वैसे.
हाँ, आईपैड में नीचे आपका शेयर आ जाएगा। व्हेन यू, आई थिंक आईपैड वुड बी बेटर। फोन पे थोड़ा छोटा हो जाएगा।
सर श्वेता मैम भी हैं क्या इसमें?
हाँ,
हाँ
शी इज हियर।
श्वेता जी, वो जो मैंने पीडीएफ किया था वो ला सकते हैं क्या? एक्चुअली मुझे मतलब अभी वो मेरे फाइल्स में पता नहीं कहाँ पर है.
ओके ओके ठीक है। मैं चेक कर
आपकी
लूँ।
आवाज आवाज कट रही है। श्वेता भी रन कर सकती है इसको आपके लिए।
ठीक है जी।
आई क्लाउड ड्राइव. आई विल सी इफ आई कैन. एक मिनट. अडोब स्कैन में होगा क्या? नहीं.
यू टेक योर टाइम। एक्सपीरियंस आर ज्वाइनिंग।
हाँ सर. जस्ट अ मोमेंट.
सर ये शेयर स्क्रीन में आ रहा है क्या?
अभी I think it is visible, ma'am, if you could see.
ओके
Yes, it is
Share
visible.
Uh,
भेजिए अपन।
हाँ सर,
ठीक है
ये
It is visible.
ओके सर, ठीक
So
है.
should we start the session, Neha?
Yes sir, surely we can start the session.
Okay. Yeah. So good evening to everyone. I'm very happy to introduce Dr. Neha Rajput, who is going to mentor today's session. I'm really thankful to her for agreeing. She is of 2023 Civil Services exam pass out with she got secured 51st rank, and today she's a Rajasthan cadre IAS officer. So very happy that she has agreed to mentor you. All of you are already preparing for the civil services. She is going to speak on the civil services main exam, especially how to get good marks in ethics paper, which is a very important paper, and most of the time that much of attention is not given to it. So without taking much time, I would request Shweta ji to formally welcome her, and then we will start the session formally. Shweta ji, please.
Good evening, everyone. Today we are delighted to welcome Dr. Neha Rajput, an MBBS graduate from KEM Hospital, Mumbai, who secured Air 51 in UPSC CSE 2023 in her very first attempt. While serving as a doctor, her journey for stethoscope to steel frame is truly inspiring. She chose anthropology as per optional and is especially known for her sharp, practical approach to the ethics paper which she will be guiding us on today. Let's warmly welcome Dr. Neha Rajput. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you sir, thank you ma'am, for welcoming me. I don't know if I can't see my own camera, sir. Am I visible? I just want to know.
Yes, you are visible, Neha. I can
Okay,
see
sir.
you.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. As sir and ma'am have introduced me, but I will tone it down. इतना कुछ है नहीं. Maybe they have just very humble to introduce me like that. So, as already known, uh, okay, huh. So, yeah, my background is MBBS. That way, I don't know if there are any MBBS graduates here. Mostly, sir, I just wanted to know कि यहाँ पे जो बच्चे हैं have anyone has given the mains before या what kind of people?
Uh, Neha, we have this group where few have appeared this year, and
Okay, sir.
few are going to appear next year or next to next year. So our sample size is 2025 to 2027, and
Okay.
most of them are preparing. So some few have appeared this year, and rest will be appearing in next 2 years.
Okay. So I just wanted to know कि मतलब what kind of people am I really facing to start from where? So ethics is actually a very important paper
Yeah,
in
can you
the
increase the size of the this screen sharing? Is it possible?
uh sir, is this visible now?
No, it
Is
is visible, but I think it is not broad enough. I don't know why. It is not.
uh
Uh, uh,
I do not know, sir. मतलब I try to zoom it in my thing. Maybe, sir, if you could zoom it in your screen, I think it would be possible. It is getting zoomed in my screen.
yeah,
If
it
you
is
could.
getting zoomed. Like one can see, but the
हाँ,
overall size of the look is smaller. It is not the
हाँ,
screen.
हाँ.
So either
I
you can change the side, yeah, the direction,
the direction of the sir
the screen.
the screen.
If it is
Mm,
possible, I don't know.
Sir,
Otherwise, we'll go.
is this better?
Yeah, this is much better. This is much better. Yes.
Okay,
This-
sir. Okay, sir.
Yes. Yeah, and now
So
you can now you can zoom it.
okay. Is this much better, sir?
Yes. Much better, much better. Yeah,
Okay.
this is very clear now.
Okay. So ethics is a very important paper. One of the reasons why I really picked this is there are two things इसमें. The first is that there's a lot of creativity that you can actually use in ethics paper, and I per se was someone who does like to tweak things. मतलब यहाँ पे आप creativity आपकी बाहर ला सकते हो जो art of writing है करके, and this is why I love this paper. Secondly, most of the mains paper, I think a lot of toppers have already told this, but I'll try to mention it again. The major chunk of mains is usually the where the competition happens is the essay, ethics, and the your optional subjects. GS में I'm not saying that you should not prepare or you should not focus on GS, but आपके जो मेजर हाई यील्डिंग पॉइंट्स होंगे वो ये 3 पेपर से आएंगे, मतलब द ratio of input to output would be much greater in these papers. Like, for example, if you put more mehnat in ethics essay or your optional, they would give you more output than what a GS paper would give you. Hence, I have picked up ethics. So I'll just start with the entire thing. Now, whenever we start preparing the paper, I think the first thing that anyone or any aspirant should do is that you have to go through the syllabus. As my first thing is, जो अभी मेरी first slide है, तो उसमें मैंने जो UPSC के official website से ये है the syllabus of mains ethics is here. Although a lot of toppers do say कि पूरा ही syllabus आपको याद होना चाहिए, although मुझे maybe GS1, GS2, GS3 का पूरा by heart नहीं था, but ethics was something that I really was interested in. So that's why I actually knew word to word what exactly is the syllabus of ethics. This gives you two advantages. One advantage is that whenever you read a question, you come to so उसमें ये कहते हैं कि you will only see what you know. So when you read a question, you are blank only when you do not know what part of the syllabus does this question come from and how do you really approach the question. So जब आपके backdrop में आपका syllabus बिल्कुल याद है, so you will know अच्छा okay this is a question which is talking about the attitude of a person or how the aptitude of a person really affects them as civil servants. So when you have these in the back of your mind, it will really help you to sort out the questions much better. So that's why syllabus is very important. And secondly, of course, it helps you keep your direction. मतलब you don't wander here and there to the topics which are not required. Then secondly, we'll talk about sources. So sources majorly मैंने जो ये तो इसमें मैंने मेंशन नहीं किया हुआ है, बट द मेजर सोर्सेज दैट आई हैव यूज्ड इज वन प्रहार का एक प्रहार आईएएस जो है उसकी एक कॉपी आती है मेंस की. सो आई हैड यूज दैट. यू कैन यूज एनी बेसिक एनी कोचिंग का बेसिक whatever material you can pick it up and you can use it for your basic definitions and understanding of different things. So always keep in mind that one thing has to be very basic. मतलब एक सोर्स वही सोर्स रहना चाहिए, क्योंकि आप हजार जगह से अलग अलग पढ़ोगे कोई फायदा नहीं होगा, बिकॉज इट्स एवरीवेयर इट्स 1920. आई विल टेल यू व्हाट टू रीड एक्स्ट्रा. वन व्हाट यू कैन डू इज जस्ट पिक अप एनी सोर्स from your any coaching that that you are okay with. मतलब आपको जो भी coaching का material usually पसंद आता है या you usually refer to, you can just pick it up, go through the things, read definitions once, try to understand the concepts in it. ठीक है, this is about the sources. Now the third question always comes is how to make notes for ethics. So this is what my next slide would be about. For example, so this is a particular note. Sir, is this visible clearly? Shweta ma'am, hello.
Yeah, it's very clearly visible.
Okay, sir. So, what I wanted to show you is how I have prepared a very small note about a particular topic, such as I think forgiveness was one of the questions that had come in the previous year. So, I thought that forgiveness is obviously, मतलब आप PYQ से तो देखते ही हो कि आपके क्या topics repeat होते हैं. So, about forgiveness, I have written a few things what Nelson Mandela per se had said. मैंने उनकी एक quote जो है जो मुझे बहुत पसंद है मैंने वो लिख ली थी. And further few other quotes that I might have come across through books or maybe internet. You can use any source. मतलब आपको एक topic मिल जाए तो आप बस डाल दो कि forgiveness quotes by famous people and you will get many quotes. Now इसमें भी it's not that you have to like write 20 quotes. You just have to write 3, 4 and then remember them well. Because the idea of the exam is not to remember 20 but rather to remember 4 and be able to reproduce them in the exam. तो मैंने इसके ऐसे नहीं है कि मेरे पेजेस भरे जा रहे हैं. एक टॉपिक का आप एक पेज बना लीजिए. Whatever topic you are picking up, try to मतलब मिनिमाइज करने की कोशिश कीजिए, बिकॉज द मोर कॉम्पैक्ट द थिंग्स बिकम, द इजियर इट विल बी फॉर यू टू रिवाइज. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने ये 4 कोट्स लिख लिए हैं फॉरगिवनेस के बारे में, वॉट एवर आई थिंक. Then I think this was the question कि why forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. It probably was in one of the paper, मतलब जो practice papers होता है. So now the points that I've written नीचे are not something that I've copied or from any notes. This is more like your brainstorming. So why ethics is so interesting is because a lot of the things you can really think about. जैसे जो quotes वाले questions आते हैं, you can really put your perspective of things ki how you look things in the world according to. So why do I think that why forgiveness is the attribute of the strong? Because it requires a lot of courage to let go of resentment and anger. So ये जो points लिखे हैं ये मैंने अपने brainstorming से लिखे हैं, ठीक है. You can definitely use, मतलब ये सब तो every saint has a past and every sinner has a future is something that we know, we all know of. So you can form your own opinions and sentences and try to have a perspective of each idea. You can do this brainstorming activity with practice questions or with PYQs, however you feel like it. But I think this gives you that creative edge, because see, this is not going to be somewhere. ये किसी किताब में नहीं लिखा हुआ है. This is your own thing. So whenever you think of an ethics paper, you will have a lot of brainstorming to be done. Now, I'll just show you some other uh, examples of my notes. Now, another thing that really comes very handy in ethics are the diagrams. And to be very honest, it's not that you have to do it yourself. I think I do not remember which coaching provided, but there are many coachings. उनकी ना एक short सी नोट क्या कहते हैं उसको, जो बुकलेट आती है, that is there कि इसमें सारे diagrammatic representation है. So you can always like take inspiration from that, or you can just remember कि अच्छा हाँ, I can make things like that. So for example, now मैंने यहाँ पर compassion का topic लिख रखा है. So I have written one कि compassion is at the root of a the dharma. So whatever comes to you like really naturally, now I know कि I will not have to think too much when I write this. मतलब what is the first thing that pops up into your mind when I say compassion? It's not necessary कि कोई formed up sentence होना चाहिए, but when I say compassion, I would my first thing would be, if I were to say right now कि compassion really makes a person a person a better citizen overall. क्योंकि आप जब compassion लाते हो अपने काम में, अपने everyday activities में, तो that itself shows in your work, and hence compassion is a very good quality and value to have. So whatever comes to your mind. Now there are some quotes for introductions and conclusions. जैसे यहाँ पर भी मैंने I think 4 quotes लिख रखे हैं. So these will come handy during the exam. So when you're like going for your ethics paper and you have like, I don't know, half an hour to revise, आप अगर आपने यही चीजें 4-5 बार पढ़ी हुई होगी ना, and you just see them, you just like look at them just before the exam, you don't have to like read everything, but go through them कि हाँ okay, एक झलक मार ली जो कहते हैं हम लोग. So you will always be able to reproduce this in the exam. So these are some of my very short notes which I had made during the exam. Okay. And I have written like it takes courage to be kind by Maya Angelou and etc. So now what is the significance? Now I since my MBBS days I've always had this habit of making ये जो जैसे मैंने significance and arrow बनाया हुआ है. I think there are two things to this. It always this is something I also used to say in MBBS very weirdly, that you have to make the examiner's life easy, because instead of reading sentences, now for example अभी जो मैंने लिखा हुआ है कि significance is an agent of change, possible positive attitude, people centric and humane, accommodative spirit of selfless service. Okay. So instead of like writing a full statement ki compassion can be an agent of change, I don't have to write that. You just have to write agent of change. You don't have to like form an entire sentence for that or occupy space, etc. Now this diagram and this chart, इतना सा chart and that empathy and action, वो जो मैंने वहां पे pie chart बनाया हुआ है, I think this is clear enough for me to convey to the examiner that I understand what compassion is. It's when empathy meets action. So instead of writing in a statement that when empathy meets action, it is compassion, I have drawn a diagram and I have shown कि अच्छा this part is compassion. So this is a very creative way कि आप इसको ऐसे करें. अगर आप statement में it's not that if you write in statement it is not going to be valued, but I'm saying when you write like this, it is so much easier for the examiner to know that you know. So this is my way of making notes, and I think this is a fantastic way instead of and ये ऐसे ही लिखना होता है question paper में, sorry answer paper में in your final ये. Okay. Definitely, this is, I think, the list of the examples that I had made, जो टॉपिक वाइज है. एनवायरमेंटल एथिक्स में मैंने ये 4-5 एग्जांपल्स जो हैं याद करे हुए हैं कि ओके व्हेनेवर एनवायरमेंटल का कोई स्पेसिफिक चीज आती है तो आई वुड राइट. दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू विल फाइंड इन एवरी लाइक कोचिंग का मटेरियल व्हाटएवर, एंड ड्यूरिंग मेंस तो बहुत अवेलेबल हो जाते हैं अक्रॉस टेलीग्राम एवरीवेयर. मोर देयर आर मेनी groups wherein you will get them very easily, but I had made this so that I could refer to them like during my मतलब last moment revision जो होता है. So जैसे PPP entrepreneurial में what examples do I like, जैसे स्मिता सबरवाल मैम है उनका fund your city वाला है, which was like a pool in thing to carry out projects in her city. So I think that was a very great project. So I've written in short whatever. Um, yeah, these are just a few more examples. Um, okay, again, this is the same thing. मतलब so for ethics conclusions and introductions, जैसे अभी ये मैंने 3 common लिखे हुए हैं. So these are the introductions and common conclusions wherein which I can use in any answer. For example, you are like really struggling in your timings, and then you know that oh my, मतलब I can't really think at the brink of like एकदम आखिरी moment. So have few, like not too many, again, not too many, just something that you will like really be able to remember, 3-4 that you will be really able to like look through during the exam, before the exam, so that अगर आपको कोई इंट्रो कोई कंक्लूजन याद नहीं आ रहा है तो ये आप हर जगह लिख सकते हो. मतलब हर जगह इन द सेंस आई एम अज्यूमिंग लाइक देयर आर 2-3 आंसर्स कि जहाँ पे एटलीस्ट इफ यू नो 3-4 कोट्स which are very common everywhere across ethics. ये मैं कहीं भी लगा सकती हूँ कि in absolutely any area of society there's nothing more important than ethics. Matlab, this is something that you can stick in any answer, in any case study, anywhere. So have these kind of quotations or these kind of conclusions ready. Then again, similarly, मैंने टॉपिक वाइज कंक्लूजन या जो भी मुझे बनाना है कि मैंने, और आप देख रहे होंगे कि यार यहाँ पर मैंने जैसे 2 ही लिखा है, बिकॉज दिस इज इनफ. People, I think a lot of the times most aspirants do think कि oh I need variety, or maybe I just like really need something very out of the world. But the truth of this exam is that you really need to be able to reproduce what you're reading, no matter even if you're reading like amazing 200 quotes. But if you can't even like write one of them in the exam, so it's not going to be useful. So rather आप जो सिंपल से कोट्स हैं जो आपको बढ़िया से लगते हैं वो आप उठाइए. 2 चीजें जो आपको एटीट्यूड के बारे में लगती है, या ये तो आपको आप कहीं से या तो ग्रैब कर लीजिए, या अगर आपके पास खुद का कोई इनोवेशन है तो आप वो भी ऐड कर सकते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड लाइक एथिक्स इज very creative, so you can get really creative with it. Okay. Again, the similar things like I have only written always in this manner. I do not write matlab in any question. This is the format that I would write my things in. Ki what comes after thoughts, ye wo. Flow charts are very important. So I think again, most answer writing you can be really even in GS for that matter. But I think ethics mein explanatory pie charts and everything are very good. So I'll also show you how I did things. I will show you a few of my answers. So now, like I've given moral attitude is equal to moral values plus strong emotion. Again, as you can see, यहाँ पर भी मैंने ये मतलब different types of diagrams. For example, कि मैंने यहाँ पे levels बताए हुए हैं कि individual की क्या-क्या, कहाँ पे time and impact क्या होता है, कैसे work करता है. So this gives like a very clear idea of what you want to really convey to the examiner, the three poles of persuasion, right? तो आप instead of points में लिखने के just make a triangle. These are very basic things. I think this is not a very like बहुत science high scientific चीज नहीं होती है. But this is something that I think the examiners do appreciate. For example, democratic. अगर आपको जैसे here I have shown कि what is if even if they have like asked for differentiate between democratic attitude and bureaucratic attitude. So I would rather do this in the exam कि I'll draw two circles and like intersect them in between. अब यहाँ पर मैं between के भी qualities लिख सकती हूँ, between के भी characteristics लिख सकती हूँ, which is common to probably like both the democratic and bureaucratic attitude, right? Which I've not done here, but I'm just telling you कि this is how you can show कि these are the differences between the two, and then there are some commonalities between the two. Okay. Again, a few of my other I say two things, keywords and ethical issues. Okay, so ethics has two types or three types of questions. The first question will be an analytical one. For example, ki why forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. So that is a very analytical question, and then you can go into examples. Then you can do a lot of that. Another is quote-based questions wherein you are supposed to like explain the quote and all that. And then there is the third part, which is the case study. So, I'll try to like address each of them. How do you like really go about it? These are just a few of my more notes, just for you to have a broader understanding of how I do think. Again, similarly, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पर कुछ issues हैं, तो उसको individual, societal and economic level, मतलब ये तीन चार लेवल है कि इंस्टीट्यूशनल लेवल पे क्या होगा या ग्लोबल लेवल पे कैसे होगा. So this is how I have tried to depict the issues at different level. What are the causes of so we are talking about corruption. So what are the issues of corruption at every level? तो आप level wise इसको divide कर सकते हैं. So these are just aspects that you can put into your paper or questions. It's the same thing which I've like drawn through the diagram, and I think this is very interesting. So this is the end of my slide. I'll try to show you one of my papers. But before this, I'll just address the things about the three different types of questions that happen in ethics. जो मैंने बता दिए आपको. Case study के बारे में I'll talk about it because case studies are very very important and they form a chunk of the ethics paper. केस स्टडी का मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये होता है दैट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई थिंक यू शुड गो थ्रू अ लॉट ऑफ विजन आईएएस का. आई थिंक दैट इज समथिंग एवरीवन फॉलोज. विजन आईएएस के देयर आर 80 some case studies, practice case studies which are given. You really need to like go through them and then you'll realize कि there is a pattern every uh, एक एक पॉइंट के बाद एवरी क्वेश्चन विल स्टार्ट रिपीटिंग एंड यू विल गेट टू नो कि अच्छा दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन में दिस इज द टाइप ऑफ एथिकल डिलेमा दैट यू विल कम अक्रॉस. फॉर एग्जांपल इट विल बी लाइक development versus environment, or it could be something like utilitarian versus some other sort of ethical theoretical thing, the teleological approach, two different approaches to ethics. Okay, तो ये आपको इश्यूज मतलब एक पॉइंट के बाद आपके पास एक लिस्ट बन जाएगी कि अच्छा मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस विल ईदर फॉल इनटू दिस कैटेगरी और दिस कैटेगरी और दिस कैटेगरी और दिस कैटेगरी कि whether the person's for example a lot of the cases will be कि जहाँ पे आपकी personal belief system is in conflict with you what you are supposed to do in your service, right? So your personal belief system versus rule of law. ठीक है, so these are very basic issues that you will come across through all the case studies and you will be able to like form these issues. There's also a booklet. Again, I'm so sorry, I do not remember the name of the coaching. But इसकी एक booklet आती है, उसमें होते हैं keywords. Every topic wise there are keywords and every topic wise, every topic wise there are keywords and then there are ethical issues. कि किस versus मतलब what versus what. You don't even have to think. Once you know the list, कि अच्छा there is like a list of 20 ethical dilemmas. Then when you read a case study, what you can do is you can just see where it fits and then you can identify कि अच्छा इसमें ये ethical dilemma exist करता है, ये ethical dilemma exist करता है, ये ethical dilemma exist करता है. So instead of like, because in the exam you won't have that much of time, so you really need to know at the back of your mind कौन से एथिकल डिलेमास ऑलरेडी हैं। तो 20-30 आपके पास ऑलरेडी वो बुकलेट में होंगे। आई ट्राई टू लाइक गेट बैक टू यू विद अ बुकलेट का नेम, बट yes, that exists in the market, so you'll get a booklet of ethics of keywords and everything. Keywords are very very important. Every topic का आप उसमें keywords डाल दोगे, it will make a lot more sense to the answer, and it will give you that specificity to the answer. This is more or less of it. In case studies, most of the times I never had like a very specific introduction, so I would just summarize the case into a smaller thing कि this is what is happening and this मतलब my perspective of the case. तो ये मेरा intro होता था, usually not a very great intro, you can come up with something else, but because the time is so less, so I always used to like just give that. Secondly, what I used to do is you have to have stakeholders in your mind at the backdrop, because everything is about stakeholder approach, right? Ki, in any case, who are the stakeholders? It could be the government, it could be the mafias who are doing sand mining, illegal sand mining. It could be the poor laborers. It could be the executive officers who are working there. So there are multiple stakeholders about whom you really have to think while taking decisions. तो दैट हैज टू रिफ्लेक्ट इन योर आंसर्स। तो आप वो कर सकते हैं कि एक स्टेक होल्डर्स वाला चार्ट बना लीजिए कि अच्छा इस केस स्टडी में ये लोग स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, एंड देन यू कैन लाइक रियली आंसर वट एवर दी सब क्वेश्चंस आर। I'll try to show you how I also did self evaluation. Just a moment. Just share. Sir, is this visible now?
Not yet. No, it's not visible.
Not visible, sir?
No, yeah,
Should
now
be.
it's visible. Now it's visible.
Okay, okay. So actually, I was personally of the opinion that this is something that I really followed myself, that I used to self-evaluate my copies. I don't know, you could also go for peer evaluation. मुझे लगता है कि a lot of the times with coaching, it's not that I'm against anything or there's no personal agenda or vendetta, but what happens is कि different examiners really check your paper in these institutes. So every time that you give the paper, someone else is seeing your paper. तो they don't really know if मतलब वो आपको उस टाइम की जो गलतियां हैं वो बता देंगे, but they don't really know if you have improved, you have not improved. The only person who will know is someone who's like consistently seen your paper कि अच्छा ओ नहीं मैंने ये mistake करी है, अब इस बार ये नहीं करी है, because every time there will be like something new that they point out. Maybe in the first paper they might have seen told कि oh you should write more examples. In this one they'll say कि no, elaborate the example, anything. मतलब that is why I personally always did it either myself or I could get it peer evaluated by some of the people that I really thought write good answers, so could give me good feedback about it. So I'll show you an example of how I self-evaluated. So I used to write the answer and then I used to check it after like 2 days. So after 2 days, what happens is that आपके दिमाग में ना थोड़े नए perspectives build होते हैं कि oh maybe I could have written this, or oh maybe I could have, and I really used to like check this as a person who's checking a paper. मतलब if I am like a teacher या अगर मैं किसी और का पेपर चेक कर रही हूँ तो how I would like it, right? So जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे क्या है कि what is meant by environmental ethics, why it is important to study वगैरह वगैरह. Now I've written whatever, and then now in the importance of environmental, so I have taken up the yeah, so I have taken up the keyword. Why is it important to study? Now again, these are very base मतलब ये basics हैं कि question के keywords को address करिए. अभी meant by environmental ethics है वो मैंने अपने introduction में already मतलब describe कर दिया है. So the first part of the question is done. Why is it important to study? Then I have mentioned कि importance of environmental ethics. अब मैंने heading तो सही डाल दी, बट अब यहाँ पे मुझे पेपर में देखने के बाद लगा कि ये तो बड़ा haphazard सा मैंने importance लिखा हुआ है. So what I could rather have done is that I could have shown the multidimensional approach and different, यहाँ पे और भी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो मुझे लगा कि अच्छा I did not talk about sustainability or maybe I did not talk about animal rights etc. So this is something that I could have included in the answer जो मुझे बाद में मतलब when I brainstormed later तब मुझे ध्यान आया oh I have not done this. Again यहाँ पे I think I also don't know what I've written. Yeah. So development and I think conservation is what, and then बीच में मैंने sustainable का draw किया. So what sustainability really means, I could have drawn that diagram is what I meant to show in this slide. Um, Again, then environmental issues has, so here I've identified that rather than just rather than one example, other examples is what I could have mentioned. Now, what happens is कि when you're really writing an answer in a time bound manner, right? तो आपके तब आपको जितना आप ध्यान में आ रहा है वो 7.5 मिनट में आप लिखोगे. But then what you can only do is you can always go back and try to understand what you could have done better, and that there is no one better than you to really judge कि अच्छा ओ मतलब for this you also have to put in a lot of effort कि अच्छा इसमें मैं क्या better कर सकता था या कर सकती थी. Then I've tried to like address कि maybe I could have like done multiple examples instead of like and mentioned the particular example, the Lego project, the Ken Betwa linking, etc., etc. Here I've probably not included that. And then a holistic view into the life approach, by PM. So ये मेरा थोड़ा सा conclusion थोड़ा अच्छा specific बना देता. So these things you can always do. Another question that I've tried to evaluate again. So this is how I did my evaluation of the paper. And I'll probably share these. Again, मैंने जैसे यहाँ पे now these are obviously मतलब as you can see it's very easy to say कि diagram बना दो. But when you go into writing of that answer and like in 7.5 minutes, you just really want to write something. So even in these two questions, I myself have forgotten कि मैं ये diagrams यहाँ पे represent कर सकती थी. So I have tried to get into the habit of doing that. मैंने दोनों जगह अपनी diagrams डाली है as you can see. So yeah, I mean this is how you improve yourself and you tell yourself कि what you could have done better in this particular answer. I think more or less this is what I would have wanted to share about ethics. Case studies, I think it is very important, but you really need to practice a lot. One more thing which I would like to share with everyone is that timing is a very important factor in this entire exam. So, initially, आप time constraint लेना is not really important because, to be very honest, I used to take 12 minutes. I never suggest you should do something what I did because I was very underprepared when I was very lucky that I got through the prelims. But I was very underprepared. So when I started answer writing only after clearing my prelims, this is not what one should do. You should start answer writing once you've like when gone through your syllabus once or twice because वो certain inertia हमेशा रहेगा that never goes away. There is always tomorrow for something कि नहीं आज नहीं कल कर लेंगे परसों कर लेंगे syllabus ये हो जाए मैं एक और बार revise कर लूँ या कुछ मैं oh my god I have to write like an amazing answer. So please don't be under that impression. You really have to start writing. My first answer took me 12.5 minutes, and that was a very terrible answer. Absolutely terrible answer. If I would read right now, I would be in shock. So, all I'm trying to say is start answer writing early as soon as you at least have finished one or two readings of it. So you will have, and the better, the more you practice, the more you'll know. There is this exam, at least mains, when we come to, is not really about reading a lot. It's about really writing a lot. मतलब आप लिखते कैसे हैं? आप एक ही सेट ऑफ नॉलेज को अगर आप बहुत बेहतर तरीके से प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, आई थिंक यू विल डू वंडरफुली. मतलब I truly believe that ऐसा नहीं था कि द नॉलेज दैट आई हैव ड्यूरिंग प्री और मेंस में मेरा बहुत अंतर था. Maybe that the basics were always same, but then I came to know how to like really represent that knowledge in a better way. So answer writing is a skill and you'll grow into it. So of course you'll always have more and more knowledge, you'll always have more examples, and that will make your answer better. But the art lies in how do you really work with what little you have and make the most of it. I think even services is about that because आपको सारे resources नहीं I think the exam does replicate a lot of the things that you will have to use in the service, that your resources will always be crunched. You will always have to prioritize. You will always have to have a better way of using those resources. तो आपके पास अगर bare minimum कोई knowledge है, तो you will have to think in the exam कि that's okay if you have not read a topic or if you have not come across it, but what bare minimum you know, you should be able to present in a way कि वो examiner को समझे कि okay, maybe this person has read and keywords and practice is the only way I can tell. So I'll probably like end my ethics session here, and I'll probably like to take some general questions, or I could address whatever kids want me to.
Thank you, Dr. Neha. I think you made the ethics paper so easy. What I liked is you clearly mentioned that ethics and optional are the key areas where the marks difference will make a difference in getting into the service.
Truly, sir. Mm.
And then very important is that how you make notes of ethics will decide how you write. So your notes were so good on quotations, on flowchart and diagram, and you also gave very good sources. So very, very nice. So I won't take much time, but so
Yes,
I would
sir.
request all the students to take this time and please raise your hand whosoever wants to ask the question. This is a golden opportunity, not only for ethics paper. If you have any question on your preparation as such, on civil services or a civil services exam, you can ask Dr. Neha. So please raise your hand so we can unmute you, and then you can ask the question. Anyone, please? Yes, Awadh Somani, please unmute. Awadh, please unmute, and if you can be on video, that would be better to discuss.
Actually, sir, I am outside, so I am not able to.
Okay, ask the question.
Okay. First of all, thank you, ma'am, for the exhaustive session. I really like the way you make it easy for us. Ma'am, my questions are, ma'am, when you have started ethics preparation, मतलब आपको कब से ethics की preparation start करनी चाहिए? मतलब
Again, mine is not a very ideal time, Awadh. So this is something that I do not really suggest a lot of people. I never had read ethics but before my mains. But this is not something that I suggest everyone should do, because हर किसी की strength अलग होती है. There's a possibility that you might require more time to get into things and understand theories and the entire structure of the paper. So I would suggest that if you are done with a lot of your pre and you are confident, see, of course you cannot start preparing for mains if you are not confident or done with your pre-preparation. There is no point to it, but you can definitely, if what attempt are you planning for, Awadh?
ma'am, next year 2026.
अच्छा, so आप how far are you on your syllabus?
Ma'am, right now I am completing my GS, मतलब अभी कर ही रहा हूँ on the way.
तो आप क्या कर सकते हो ना, जैसे डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर ऑप्शनल एज वेल, क्योंकि एथिक्स इज स्टिल समथिंग दैट आई थिंक यू कैन, इफ एट ऑल, अगर आपका जैसे जीएस खत्म हो गया है एंड यू हैव आल्सो फिनिश्ड योर ऑप्शनल, राइट, तो तब आप जाके एथिक्स के ऊपर फोकस कर सकते हैं. अगर आपका ऑप्शनल, बिकॉज ऑप्शनल इज लाइक 500 मार्क्स, सो अगेन प्रायोरिटी, एवरीथिंग अबाउट प्रायोरिटी. So your first priority has to be GS, because GS is what is going to get you through the prelims. No point of preparing for mains if you are not even going to get through prelims, right? A lot of toppers have different takes on this, that you should prepare mains before you do your pre. But I feel कि there has to be some timeline, कि मतलब आपको फिर पहले से पता होना चाहिए, 2 साल पहले से अगर आप स्टार्ट कर रहे हो तो वो पॉसिबल हो पाता है, कि आपका बहुत फिक्सेटेड टाइमलाइन है. विद अ पर्सन लाइक मी हु स्टार्टेड and she had to like give within a year, I did not have that privilege to do ethics in that 1 year, because I was focused on finishing my optional and GS. So you can focus on that, and you can always do ethics while during the mains. That is not an issue, but if you do get an opportunity, you can do before that also. But आप पहले optional GS खत्म करिए.
ओके मैम. मैम
हाँ.
मेरा एक और क्वेश्चन है कि जो एथिक्स में ये कोएड
हाँ, कोर्ट बेस्ड आता है, हाँ।
कोड बेस्ड, और जो ये अपने को केस स्टडीज ये रहती है तो उनको मतलब इतने लिमिटेड टाइम में, बहुत लिमिटेड टाइम रहता है उनको, मतलब और जो केस बेस्ड रहती है उनको इतने लिमिटेड टाइम में पढ़ के उसको अंडरस्टैंड करके प्रोड्यूस करना आंसर मतलब बहुत डिफिकल्ट रहता है।
तो प्रैक्टिस इज व्हाट विल मेक यू बेटर, एंड आई टेल यू केस स्टडीज ना, वही बता रही हूँ कि देर आर 4-5 कैटेगरीज जिसमें वो फिट होगा। आप एक बार कर लोगे ना, मतलब वो 80 अगर आप केस स्टडीज वो विजन के एक बार पढ़ लोगे, तो उसमें से आपको समझ आ जाएगा कि इसका एक पैटर्न है। वो एक एक कोई ना कोई हेडिंग में फिट होगा वो, या तो वो एनवायरमेंटल कंजर्वेशन वर्सेस मतलब डेवलपमेंट की बात करेगा, या तो वो करप्शन के बारे में बात करेगा कि हाउ डू यू रियली हैंडल करप्शन इन योर, या तो फिर ऐसा वाला होगा कि समवेयर देयर इज अ गरीब इंसान एंड ही डज नॉट हैव द डॉक्यूमेंट्स, डू यू हेल्प हिम और नॉट। सो रूल ऑफ लॉ वर्सेस योर ओन पर्सनल बिलीफ और कंपैशन। सो हर चीज ना फिट हो जाएगी। एक बार आप बहुत सारे केस स्टडीज और पीवाईक्यूज पढ़ लोगे ना, तो आपको आइडिया लग जाएगा। सो द टाइम रिड्यूसेस एज एंड व्हेन यू गेट फेमिलियर विथ थिंग्स। तो एंड सेकेंडली, I used to do this practice, which I would suggest everyone to do during their mains, not now. But I used to do one case study every day, 15 minutes, no matter what happens. ये मैं करती थी like in the last 14-15 days of my mains के पहले का। So उससे क्या होता है ना कि आपका हाथ थोड़ा बैठ जाता है कि now you have to finish the case study like within 15 minutes. It's again same practice. Everything is about practice. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Avad. We have others also, so I will request Harsh to unmute and ask the question, please. Harsh, please.
Um, eight
Hello.
seconds. Hello.
Harsh, you can ask your question. Please unmute yourself. Harsh
Thank
Baheti.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, sir. Uh, Thank you so much, ma'am. And so you gave a very concise presentation. And so my question was about the jargons that we use and the keywords that we use in the ethics paper. So you've used a lot of quotes which are more simplistic in nature, as in the ones we studied. We are not able to reproduce them. We try to find more appeasing ones that look different from the others, but you've chosen more generalistic ways, but then they are much easier to remember. As in, I saw the one for
Yeah.
compassion and other things that
Yeah.
you use the keywords for compassion and used in the quotes.
Yes.
So like how did you prepare all of this कि ये कुछ चीजें you can use 3-4 जगह same ही चीज you can use, and like how did you?
So आप whenever like you use whenever you read any general मतलब like आप जो भी बेसिक सोर्स पकड़ोगे, जैसे मेरा आई थिंक प्रहार आईएएस का, प्रहार आईएएस नहीं है, मतलब सम, लेट मी जस्ट गेट टू इट, लाइक देयर इज सम कोचिंग जिसका कुछ प्रहार सीरीज आता है। आई एम नॉट श्योर, डू यू नो अबाउट इट? आई विल जस्ट टेल यू।
No.
So I think, wait, it's done. I'll show it to you probably. So उसमें क्या होता है ना, आप जब जैसे पढ़ोगे ना, तो उसमें
Is
स्टार्टिंग में
it,
कहीं ना कहीं पे आपको ये चीजें दिख जाएंगी।
Neha,
मतलब
is it only IES means Prahar ethics?
हाँ ये सर,
Right, right.
IAS का है, it means specific series, yes sir, थैंक
Yeah,
यू सो
yeah.
मच। तो आप जैसे मैंने तो वही पीडीएफ को फॉलो किया था, तो आई एम वेरी श्योर ये मैंने वो वहीं से पिकअप किया है। सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई एज अ पर्सन कि अच्छा ठीक है, दिस सीम्स लाइक अ वेरी जनरलिस्टिक, लाइक अ वेरी ब्रॉड ओवरव्यू ऑफ थिंग्स, तो मैं इसको कहीं भी यूज कर सकता हूँ ऐसे करके। तो ये चीज है ना, आप जैसे जैसे आपने वो सोर्स पढ़ लिया ना एक दो बार, तो आपके ध्यान आ जाएगा कि अच्छा दिस इज अ स्टेटमेंट दैट आई कैन यूज एनीवेयर। सो या दैट beneficial for you can do.
And would you also like to share from where did you
Share.
value added
Hello, this
Your
is
voice is not
breaking.
clear. Please repeat. Harsh,
uh
please repeat.
yeah. Yes, ma'am, I was asking,
Uh,
so you've recommended like a normal coaching course where we can find the basic material, and then I maybe I was not able to catch it. So how did you value addition? How did you do that? As in, from where did you do it?
Okay, so value addition, to be very honest, mostly was मेरे पास, I'm telling you, so I started reading ethics due like just after pre, मुझे कोई idea नहीं था कि ethics, मुझे to be very honest, I did not even know what ethics का syllabus is. So in my case, my most value additions were from either toppers no, मतलब toppers copies जो मैं देखती थी कि अच्छा how do you really write? So if I liked some diagram or if I liked some quote या जो भी उन्होंने कोई story mention की है. Also, I forgot to mention one point. You can always use stories from the Mahabharata and the और इसमें there is an overlap with ethics and essay, right? So आप essay के लिए भी prepare करोगे. ये सब बहुत fun चीजें हैं कि you go to the Jataka tales and everything. तो Jakarta tales तो whatever. So उसमें से मैंने कुछ-कुछ चीज़ें पिकअप करी थी कि अच्छा दिस इज़ अ थिंग दैट आई वुड लाइक टू यूज़ इन माय एग्जाम्पल, सो दैट इज़ हाउ यू डू द वैल्यू एडिशन। अदर देन दैट एग्जाम्पल्स आप थोड़े से देख सकते हो, मे बी सम अदर कोचिंग या व्हाटएवर, बट मोस्टली मेरा टॉपर्स कॉपीज़ या ऐसे ही कुछ होता था। ज़्यादा मैंने यार वैल्यू एडिशन का तो एज़ यू कैन रियली सी थ्रू माय नोट्स, दोज़ आर माय फाइनल नोट्स। इट्स नॉट दैट कि इसके अलावा भी मेरे बहुत ज़्यादा वैल्यू एडिशन थी, ऐसा नहीं था। I
All
think
right.
not a lot of people say it out loud. I'm not saying that having a very different or kind of things ऐसा नहीं है कि वो मैटर नहीं करते एग्जाम में या अलग से आपको एग्जाम्पल लिख दोगे, बट मैं बता रही हूँ the the very basic challenge of this exam is for you to be able to reproduce it in the exam, no matter how great of a quote you read it. Maybe you'll in the exam you'll be like, oh shit, what is that quote, मतलब ऐसे आप हो जाओगे, sorry for the language, but you will be like, I don't remember right now कि what is this quote, तो आपको कोई फायदा नहीं होगा उसका। whereas अगर आप एक सिंपल सा quote याद करेंगे और आप वो वहां पर जाके लिख देंगे, तो that would like really help you to score instead of going for too many value additions. You really need to be able to go and write the paper जो आपने at least पढ़ा है उसको वहां पे जाके आप दोबारा लिख पाएं, तो that would be my suggestion.
All right, ma'am, just one last request. So you
Okay.
spoke about topper copies. Is there a way we can find your notes somewhere on your Telegram or
I
somewhere?
think I think one of my topper copies is there on Vision ethics का, तो maybe you can
Okay.
find there. Yeah, you can just type, मतलब मुझे लगता है आ जाएगी, Vision का वेबसाइट पे होगा यार।
Or is it possible आपके ethics के notes we can access them somehow?
So actually I had put up some things, ये जो मैंने अभी पीडीएफ आपको शो किया है, ये तो मैं मैम के साथ सर के साथ शेयर कर दूंगी, so that you can have, and I'll try to find. I actually don't have like, मैंने कुछ चीजें पेपर पे बनाई थी तो वो सारी स्कैन नहीं हो पाई थी, तो जितना मेरे पास स्कैंड है I would share it with you guys.
All right.
Neha,
Thank
how
you
much
so
marks
much,
did
ma'am.
you get in ethics? Ethics paper?
सर I think मुझे 120 या 124 ऐसे, I don't remember the exact number right
Oh,
now.
that's very nice. That's very nice.
Yes sir.
Yeah, we have one or two questions in the chat.
Surely,
One
sir, I'll
was
try to see.
no, Radhika, actually, she asked that she's appearing again. She could not clear this time. Actually, that message is not there. And how to
हाँ,
restart. Radhika, if you can unmute and ask, that would be better. Radhika, please unmute. Can you ask Radhika? No, she is not able to. I think she has given a new message.
हाँ. Uh, it's okay, sir. Is there any other? Tejal, I think, has asked
Tejal
something.
has asked, some quotes. So Tejal,
Oh,
unmute yourself. I think Tejal is not there.
okay, sir. No issues.
Okay. So
I
anyone wants to ask any question? So you can, Radhika has mainly because she appeared but could not clear. Her question was how to restart. So you can just guide the people who could not clear this time. and restarting
this
their,
time.
yeah.
So my first thing would be definitely to not get disheartened. Uh, to be very honest, I've never been in that position, so maybe I'm not the best person to like really tell you how it would feel. But all I can always tell you is that what I would do, not in the main paper, but whenever I used to think that I'm falling behind of something, and if I've like committed mistakes, you really need to identify the cause why or what went wrong in your paper. Was it the timing that went wrong? Was your knowledge base कम? मतलब आपने क्या enough पढ़ा नहीं था? So there are three types of questions in prelims. I'm talking about prelims if you have not cleared it. Sir, they have not cleared prelims, right?
Many have cleared also, and some of them must
अच्छा
have.
नहीं the question that you asked me कि they have not been मतलब they have like not been able to clear mains or they have not been able to clear pre this time.
Flims this year.
Okay.
Mains,
So
obviously, they are appearing this year.
okay. So with the pre, what happens is mostly a lot of aspirants I saw they always used to question कि मैम मेरे marks नहीं आ रहे हैं तो मैं क्या करूं? So the point of the paper is not for you to see the marks. It's about for you to see कि supposedly whenever you're giving any coaching paper, you should try to identify few questions which are like very basic जहां आप गलत नहीं हो सकते. You can categorize them into three questions: must know, good to know, and nice to know. So there will always be some basic questions that you cannot do wrong. For example, if a question is coming about fundamental rights, fundamental duties, it's about constitution, it is about DPSP, or it is about parliament, it is a very basic polity based question. You cannot go wrong about it. So, the first thing that you should evaluate about your paper would be that, oh, is it that I made silly mistakes, which you call it? Per se ki, oh, this was something that I had in my knowledge base, but because of some analytical problem or maybe my misreading of the question, misunderstanding of the question, I made this wrong despite knowing the fact. So that is your one mistake that you can really identify in it. The second one would be wherein you feel like your knowledge base itself is very less, that the things that you have read are not enough to answer the kind of questions which are coming in the pre ka paper. So that is something that you will have to work upon. If you start feeling that there are many important, for example, you cannot really leave out Buddhism and Jainism as topics because these topics have been throughout repeated in the past 10, 12 years. So you cannot come up with an excuse or you cannot say that, oh, this was a topic that I left. So you will have to fill up those knowledge gaps. So ये दो mistakes हो सकती हैं जिसकी वजह से आपका स्कोर प्री में नहीं आया, या तो इट विल बी जीएस और इट विल बी सी सैट. सो अब अगर आपका जीएस यू थिंक दैट यू हैड स्कोर्ड अबव द cut off, or you think you did very well but you did not score, which means you lacked in CSAT. So you will have to come up with an understanding कि CSAT में then जो तीन portions है मैं वहाँ कहाँ wrong जा रहा हूँ. The important part is not about falling behind, but it's about really identifying where you went wrong. Because if you don't identify it in this paper, जैसे मोस्टली जो कोचिंग के आपके आंसर्स होंगे ना 19-20 ऑलमोस्ट जो मेन आंसर की आएगी which will come next year, so you can't really wait till next year to find out about your mistakes, right? So आप थोड़ा सा कोचिंग की आंसर कीज लेके दो तीन कोचिंग की आंसर कीज लेके एक बनाइए कि अच्छा ठीक है ये इतने क्वेश्चंस के तो आंसर ये हैं, कहाँ पर गलत हुआ है. So this is how you will have to really identify where your preparation went wrong, and then start again. That is how I think you restart. And CSAT may be same here, whether you are good at comprehension or maths. Did you lack the basics of math? Because again, in CSAT, you can't go without being prepared in even one area, which is there are three areas, which is comprehension, logical reasoning, and mathematics. So always be probably like above average in one and average in the other two because it's a qualifying paper. So ऐसा नहीं है that you have to be amazingly great at maths. It's not that I was amazingly great at maths, but I tried to be a little above average in English, and the comprehension part, and also the reasoning part. And maths में I was probably average. I was able to solve a few questions and etc. तो अगर वहाँ पे आपको लग रहा है कि वहाँ पे आप well prepared नहीं है, जो भी area में आप well prepared नहीं है, so that is how I will want you to restart. That is the first thing that you should do, कि identify why you couldn't really clear the paper.
No, thanks, Neha. That was very clear. We have one more person to ask the question. Krish,
Sure.
please unmute yourself and ask.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Krish.
Myself, Krish Ladda, ma'am.
हाँ बोलिए.
Ma'am, my question would be very generic. Ma'am, how did you prepare while working as a doctor, ma'am? Ma'am, it is so
Okay.
monotonous and mundane, ma'am.
So actually, मैं एक साल तो मेरा completely घर से. So when I was doing my internship, I couldn't completely prepare again because of my time constraints and everything. I would actually say it's the opposite. अगर आप काम, are you working, Krish?
No, ma'am. Actually, I'm preparing whole day, ma'am.
Full
Full-time
day.
preparation, ma'am.
हाँ,
Yes,
तो
ma'am.
actually it's a double-edged sword with the working area. It actually keeps your schedule much easier, क्योंकि अगर आप घर पे बैठ के पढ़ रहे हैं तो it's a very monotonous kind of a thing wherein you read and you solve things, etc., etc. But at the same time, I worked for a year while preparing, and then उसके बाद I realized that maybe I really need a complete 1 year off also to like prepare my thing. तो तब मैंने वो proper preparation किया था. तो what are you like? What do you want to know? Do you want to prepare while working, or what kind of मतलब
Yes, ma'am.
if you could
Actually,
say?
right now, I am in Jaipur, and I'm thinking of going to Delhi. While
हाँ.
preparing, I want to work, so I'm asking that type of question, ma'am, right now.
Okay. Okay. So my first advice to you would be मतलब what kind of work are you going to be doing is the question. So जैसे
Ma'am, going to teach, ma'am. That's all.
अच्छा teach in the coaching center या
Yes, ma'am. I love teaching, ma'am. That's why.
Okay. So the thing is na, it always has to be that वो job should not come at the sacrifice or at the cost of your own preparation. For example, अगर आपका ऐसा कोई job है which requires you to spare 5 hours, 6 hours आपका दिन में से, and you can like end up giving 5, 6 hours or 7 hours to your work, and then again study for another 7, 8 hours of your own, and इतना आप hectic schedule अगर maintain कर पाते हैं तो that is good enough. मतलब it will also help you give a purpose or sense of कि नहीं चलो ठीक है, I'm also doing something else. But at the same time similarly मतलब it depends कि आप किस stage पे हैं. जैसे मैंने realize किया कि I was not at the stage wherein I could work. I was already working for a year, and then I realized कि if I keep working I might never be able to completely do justice to the exam. So hence I left my existing job, and then I started studying full time. So that is something that you'll have to gauge for yourself. If you think कि you have मतलब आपका एक बार रीडिंग हो चुका है, मे बी मल्टीपल रीड्स हो चुके हैं, आपके बहुत सारी चीजें कवर हो चुकी हैं, you've already done your optional and you've done your ethics, तो मतलब then it's a good option I think to for you to work and then have your time to revise, re-revise things. That is something would be my advice.
Ma'am, apart from optional, I have done everything. For example, GS paper, I have done
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
Actually,
But that
I'm
is what
thinking
I'm
of,
saying. So optional is actually a very important part of your preparation. मतलब it's not that GS is not important, but आपका मेंस में आपके बहुत marks आपके optional पे depend करेंगे. So your time, a lot of your time has to go into it. So you are yet at a stage wherein आपको optional भी prepare करना है. So you can think
yes,
about it
ma'am.
accordingly. हाँ.
There is no particular good coaching in Jaipur, so I'm thinking of going to Delhi. And while
You
working, I
can
will take the
always
coaching.
if you so I never went to Delhi except for my mains, and I took my coaching online. If you're planning to, if you are financially okay that way, तो online आजकल सब हो जाता है यार. मतलब कोई उसमें इतनी दिक्कत नहीं है. मेरी ऑनलाइन कोचिंग थी जो एंथ्रो की कोचिंग थी, तो
Yes, ma'am.
Delhi coaching only, but I was like in Mumbai, so I did that. If you are comfortable, you don't have to like shift completely, but you can definitely choose that option.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, another question I would like to ask, ma'am.
Last question, Krish. Yes, please ask.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ma'am, how
Yeah,
did you
yeah, go
manage
ahead.
that type of chunk, ma'am, while preparing for UPS, ma'am? There are so much information. Whenever I am reading monthly current affairs, I do not know how to read because it is morally information
Information
sensitive.
overload.
Syllabus. Syllabus. So the problem with a lot of people and a lot of the general people in general is that you start thinking that UPSC is like, oh, the UPSC person who has cleared it knows it all, and it's not true at all. I think there are many things that I still don't know, and there will be many facts that if you ask me today, I'll be like, I have no clue of that. And that is what brings me to it. Do not consume. हम ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम हर चीज को याद कर ले, बट द पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ दैट इज मतलब दैट डजंट एग्जिस्ट. सो यू डोंट हैव टू लाइक remember everything, but you can always keep reading. Now the good part about human mind is somewhere or the other, when you keep reading things, it seeps into your mind. You might not like immediately remember, and if you like try to sit and remember ki, oh, what did I read in the last monthly magazine, you might not be able to remember everything. But there is a very teeny tiny possibility that sometimes when it comes, the question comes in prelims and it's there in your subconscious, you know ki this is not the correct answer because I have read it somewhere, or you know that this is the correct answer because you've read it at some point in time. So this is how you deal with information. You don't try to remember everything. आपको information overload तभी लगेगा जब आप कोशिश, अभी आप एक novel पढ़ते हो, you don't try to remember the novel, right? You try to just go through it, get through you know the stories of it. तो आप history को भी वैसे पढ़िए, ऐसे immediately ये नहीं करना है कि you start reading history and you start to remember every single fact that is coming along your way, because that is not what is going to help you. You can just read in a leisure form or in just a way to be an aware citizen ki, oh, this is the kind of military that we have, हमारे equipments ये हैं, हम ये rocket launching करते हैं. So not necessary कि आपको बिल्कुल हर immediately अभी याद आ जाए. आप पहली reading में आराम से उसको read करिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Eventually you'll get to a point wherein you understand कि what is something that you really have to remember and what you have to let go, that you don't have to like keep it in your mind. तो आप जैसे जैसे syllabus and PYQs देखेंगे, आपको ध्यान आते जाएगा कि अच्छा ये इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक्स है और इसको याद रखना मुझे इम्पोर्टेंट है, ये इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है तो आई कैन स्किप इट और आई डोंट हैव टू रिमेम्बर एवरीथिंग. दिस
Thank
कम्स
you
विद
so much,
टाइम.
ma'am.
या
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Krish, and thank you, Dr. Neha. It was such
थैंक यू
an
सर.
amazing session.
थैंक यू
One
सर.
long
थैंक
hour,
यू सो मच.
really nice. So, without taking much time, I will request
नो
Shweta ji to
सर, नो सर.
formally thank you for this wonderful session. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर.
Please,
थैंक यू.
Shweta ji.
Thank you so much, Dr. Neha, for your session was filled with must know, guide to know, and this to know insights, just as you beautifully put it. Your practical clarity on ethics and your inspiring journey left a lasting impact. Grateful for your time. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू श्रद्धा मैम. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू सो मच.
Thank you so much. Thank you for a very, very wonderful session. Thank you so
थैंक यू
much.
सर.